Hi guys. This week I did research on teachers as role models. There's a lot of different opinions out there on how teachers should be role models, but the one thing everyone agrees on is that teachers are inherently role models just from the role that they play with children, being the first person outside of the home that children look up to and are looking for guidance from. And in a lot of cases, it's some students won't even get a role model in their own home. So a teacher will be their first and sometimes only role model. So it's important that we take that role seriously. And some people have varying opinions on that. One of a retired math teacher thinks, or is quoted, that saying that teachers should be the perfect role model with ethics, and it sounds a little bit extreme, because we also want a role model. Not that we want a role model making mistakes, but we're human too, and I think sometimes it can be a good opportunity, like in the video that we watched this week, where she says she had taught a whole math lesson wrong, and the next day she went in and apologized. And I think that's a beautiful opportunity to be a role model. And the kids, they just, they see us make mistakes, even if it's not that big of a deal, and we're apologizing to it. Kids learn to respect us by, we earn that respect. They shouldn't just be giving it to us. Like any other human being, we have to earn our respect. So it's crucial that we are a role model. There is an article from a PE teacher that I read, and she talked about how it's hypocritical to be, to not be exercising in our own life and modeling physical fitness and healthy eating and being a PE teacher. So really, there's a huge responsibility as a teacher in many aspects. The same retired math teacher says that we should role model good attitude, role model healthy living, whether you're a PE teacher or not. We should role model appropriate behavior in social settings. We should have good moral character and enthusiasm about education and good ethics. A lot of these things, a lot of times we can, especially if you're in a small community, you could be out and about, and the parent, a parent might be watching you and you might not even be realizing it. So it is important that we should be held to a higher standard than, the average person, because these kids can be counting on us for more than just academics, but modeling how to live our lives. And like I said, we can model apologizing, and we're not perfect, but it is something to consider when you go into teaching. It's not just, the 6 hours a day you're with the kids. It really is 24/7. A lot of these kids you'll be their only role model. There was a question on eCollege: should teachers be able to drink and smoke? That would fall under the healthy living. Drinking is up to the individual. If it's something that you're okay with, then absolutely teachers should be able to drink like everyone else, but we need to be responsible. Social media is another interesting topic nowadays. It's kind of relatively a new thing. There are some people that don't think that students should be involved at all with teachers on Facebook, and but then there's others that say it can be a useful tool. But there really is so many different uses of technology. I think there are other ways to use technology, not just, you don't have to use Facebook to connect with your students, as we well know, because, we've been using Voxer, although we're all adults here. There's a lot of different ways we can work with our students in technology. It doesn't have to be social media. But some teachers do like using social media, and they want to take advantage of, they want to teach them healthy ways to use social media instead of kind of saying no, not at all. So there's two different sides to that. Some people say not use it at all. Others say use it, but teach kids the appropriate way to use it. But we do have to be careful. There are 40 school districts nationwide that have approved social media policies. So, as I said, it is becoming a hot topic. But that was one of the other topics. But as far as getting personal with your students. But as far as being a role model, that's another situation where, if we're posting inappropriate photos on Facebook or, it's another situation where we need to be role models in everything. So we are held to a higher standard. I'm anxious to hear how you guys, your guys' topics on this. I'm sorry for the distraction. Okay, have a good night.